everyone. This is Kim O'Neill from the Every Day's a New Day podcast and live show, and you're listening to the Going North podcast with the hilarious Dom Brightman. Be sure to subscribe to his show so you don't miss any episodes, and remember, every day is always a new day.
And today on the Highlight Reel Builder for Authors, known as GMP, the Great, Glorious, and Glamorous, it's the Going North podcast. And my goodness, we got another wonderful human who could probably fit all three of those G's. Indeed, y'all. That's right. Indeed, she's glamorous, y'all. She's great. She's got a freaking all-line business indeed. And she's also gorgeous, too. A mom, and she's off the market, y'all. That's right, indeed. Because today's guest, that's right, folks, mom, wife, business coach, and she's also a massage therapist, y'all, who's taking a break at the moment from the massage therapy business because she's so freaking good at being a business coach, especially for the other massage therapists out there, because she herself was inducted into the World Massage Hall of Fame. So who would have thought, baby? That's right, the Hall of Fame of massage therapists indeed. You're probably wondering who this is. It's the glorious, it's the gorgeous, and the wonderful Gael Wood. How you doing today, Gael?
Hi, thank you so much. I'm doing great.
Ah, yeah, that's right. She's doing great, y'all. You can't be Gael without being great, right?
No, just glad to be here and visiting with you this morning.
It's a happy visit indeed. It's a happy visit indeed. That's right. You're getting all the G adjectives today. That's right indeed, because we're glad you're here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, my goodness, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe you did about 6 books in 6 months, right?
I did. I set a big goal for myself last year. Actually, my goal was to write 12, but I'm very pleased with 6. And it was part of my transition into a new business, because in my massage and spa success business, I really built my whole business off of my books. So I thought, you know what? I want to do more coaching. I want to kind of change directions. And that worked for me once. Why not write more books and try to build my business off of those books?
Ah, that's right indeed. That's right indeed. So, my goodness, I believe you might be, I think you're the second person, at least on this podcast, that has attempted the whole 12 books in 12 months. So, what was the reason behind that? Is there special science?
No, it was really just to see if I could do it. And I knew that I wanted, I had ideas in my head for books I wanted to do. I've learned over the years, faster is usually better. So I just, I like to set these deadlines to motivate myself, get myself moving and taking action. And I actually had a mentor, Michelle Culp, who I was buying her books on Amazon. And she wrote a book about writing 12 books in 12 months. And I read it and it just really inspired me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. It's something that not a lot of people can say that they've done, including myself, because I didn't do it. But yeah, it's just a really good challenge, and it really upped my level of just being consistent that whole year. I knew I had to get up every morning and write, or I wasn't going to get these books done and published.
And publish them that you did, 6 of them. So you got 6-pack book abs.
Yes. I wish I had 6-pack abs.
Oh,
Maybe that should be my goal for next year.
No, don't worry, you got them. We all got them. It's just that sometimes they hide with others.
There's under some layers.
Yeah, some skin material be like, hey, buddy, we need to protect these abs. Folks want to do all these selfies with them. Like, let's protect them. Like, yeah, protection. Oh, man. So, my goodness. So, 6 books, 6 months out of the 12, which is an amazing feat indeed. And if I'm not mistaken, like, this actually branched off from you wanting to really, I guess, make a bigger impact and make more money, because I believe the massage therapy, you did that for a while, but it wasn't as, I guess, advantageous since you had to basically work yourself to the bone?
Yeah, I mean, just there's a limit to how much money you can earn massaging people. Maybe you can do 5 or 6 massages a day at the most, charge even $100 each. You're still limited. But the main thing for me is I really just wanted the lifestyle freedom of working online and not having to, you know, go into work when it snows and the school's canceled and I have to find somebody to watch my kid. And it was just, I did it for many, many, many years and I was just kind of over it. And I thought, you know what, there's other ways to make money. I'm not at that time, I wasn't really computer savvy. I'd never done anything online before, but I saw other people doing it. And I just thought, if they can do it, I can probably figure it out.
And that you did, and that you did. That's right indeed, that's right indeed. So my goodness, so backtracking a bit, so in your teenage years, do you think you'd be a entrepreneur and really doing all the stuff that you're doing now, or was it something totally different that you had in mind?
I didn't really have anything in mind. I just knew that I didn't like anybody telling me what to do. And I've always had that. I mean, I remember being 4 years old and, you're in like that church day camp and they're trying to make you take a nap. And I remember sitting there and just looking around at those little kids taking naps thinking, they can't make me sleep.
You regret it now,
Bunch
don't
of
you?
sheep going to sleep on their mats. Not me, no. So I've always had a little rebellious streak. And I actually dropped out of high school. I was like, I really think I need to know this stuff. So I got my GED. I took some college classes, but nothing was really appealing to me. Like I didn't really have direction. And I was working at a bed and breakfast. I was a housekeeper. And I kept seeing this massage therapist coming to the bed and breakfast, bringing her massage table, making really good money. And she offered to give me a massage if I came and cleaned her house. So I did that. I got the massage and I was like, this is awesome. This is what I want to do. And I found a massage school to go to a few months later. And that's kind of what started me in that direction. I just saw it
uh,
as a way that I could earn money and still have, that freedom that I like. And then of course, in reality, it wasn't that easy because I came back from massage school and nobody knew about me. And that's what kind of started me on the path of learning about marketing, which actually became my real passion.
oh yeah, that's right. Messing with their minds, y'all. Mess with people's minds. That's right. That's right indeed. Market them, massage them, and then get the money out of them. Let me stop.
You gotta sell the massage before you can do the massage. So I was like, well, if I want to do massages and get paid for doing massages, I have to go out and find customers and clients. And yeah. So, but then I realized, there's just so many ways to market yourself, so many ways to connect with people. And I just saw how I struggled, how different therapists that I was working with over the years had struggled. And so that's what led me to saying, hey, I'm going to start this business teaching marketing classes and creating marketing content for massage therapists. And I know how massage therapists think. And so I was able to kind of translate and teach them marketing skills and made it feel like something they could do and still be ethical and that it wasn't hard and just kind of break it down for them in a way that made it fun.
Oh, heck yeah, indeed. Heck yeah, indeed. Heck, so break it down for and make it fun. So, my goodness, so do you think teaching other massage therapists to market their business well helps you to become a better homeschool teacher for your kid?
Maybe the homeschooling was unplanned. We're pandemic homeschoolers. And and it just kind of fell into place. This when it was time to go back to school, when they opened the schools back up, it just seemed like nobody knew what they were doing. I felt like they were just going to get closed back down again. And so we just decided to take advantage of that time to do some travel and do some things that we've always wanted to do together as a family, before my son started high school. Because high school starts a whole, you know, another phase of life where your kids don't really want to go on all these trips with you and do all this stuff with you. So we thought we would just live into that as much as possible for a few years. And I'm almost done. I just have a few weeks of my homeschooling career left. It's been interesting. I don't regret it, but I'm glad it's coming to an end because I really want to get my focus back on my business. It's what I love to do. I'm very passionate about it. I've made a lot of changes over the past year. And so I'm really wanting to just dive in and see where I can go, see where I can take it.
Sweet. That's what I'm talking about, indeed. That's right. It's like switch and roll, all the transitions, indeed. It's like, hey, get you back at high school, buddy. Socialize. Don't want you to
Yes.
be around mom all the time, indeed. Mommy wants to make some more bank. And indeed, plan on getting back into the massage business or just want to put more energy into the online business?
Well, I think I'm going to wait till my kid gets his driver's license before I consider going back to work doing massage, but it's not off the table. I do like it. And it gets me, it gets me off the computer and around people, which would probably be beneficial to me. I could be a real introvert. My family's out of town. I've been in my house for 3 days just working because it's what I want to do. But it's also healthy to have variety. So yeah, I would definitely consider that. For now, I'm kind of transitioning into doing more coaching, for any entrepreneur, for anybody who wants to reach their goals. And certainly I think that will include quite a few massage therapists because that's really who I'm connected with and who I have on my email list.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right, indeed.
I'm excited about that. I've spent 8 or 9 years creating a lot of courses, a lot of content, and I kind of have gotten to the point where I'm a bit burnt out on that, like having to make a new class every single month. So actually last night I closed 2 subscription membership programs down. I canceled everybody's payments. I sent everybody an email. And tonight I'm launching a brand new coaching program.
Oh. Oh, so what's that one going to entail? Is that more for the entrepreneurs?
Yeah, so this one, it's a coaching community. It's a group. I'm feeling like, I've been creating these products and sending them out into the world, but I think it's kind of a post-COVID thing. I'm just really feeling like everybody is overwhelmed with content, with courses, with, videos to watch and worksheets to do. But the missing piece is having support and accountability and following through on all of these materials, that we've been investing in. Most entrepreneurs probably have 10 to 30 online classes sitting on their computer that they haven't finished yet and implemented. So, so I want to kind of, hopefully get people across that bridge. Like, all right, you know what to do, but you're not doing it. So let's have this group. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's troubleshoot what's going on and holding you back, and let's get you from here to there.
There you go. There you go, indeed. Yeah, guilty as charged. I know there's probably at least 10 courses I think I probably haven't even finished yet, online courses. It's like, oh, God. But yeah, so what do you think might be the major reason for that? Especially entrepreneurs like, oh yeah, let's buy this course, let's download it, let's 10x the world. Like, what do you think might hold people back from
Well,
finishing those
we
courses.
tend to think, oh, if I buy this course, it'll solve all my problems. But truly, we have to learn what's in the course, and then we have to implement all of it. And there's so many places to get stuck along the way. I think one of the first things to look at is like, okay, why are we doing this in the first place? And, because everybody's going, oh yeah, I want to make more money. That'd be great. But why do you want to make more money? What's the reason for it? And when we can tie that back to like our value system, that's where our motivation comes from. And it usually, it's like, well, why do you want to make more money? Well, so I can give more to charity. Well, why do you want to give more to charity? So I can have a greater impact on the world. Well, why do you want to have a greater impact on the world? Because I think that is part of, why I'm here. And then, so once you can get back, dig through all those layers and get back to, well, I think it's kind of my purpose in life. That's when you're going to be motivated. That's when you're going to be able to connect those dots and take action and not worry about, oh, what happens if I fail? What happens if, what are people going to think about me? You can push all of those things aside when you really have that drive, that it's really like your purpose. Or, maybe, somebody I follow, Terry Savelle Foy, says that, God's given you a mission, your mission in your life. And so when you can connect these dots, like, okay, learning how to do Facebook ads ties back to my mission in life, that's from God. Well, then you're going to take action. That's inspiring. And most of us are just kind of doing things for, like, oh, well, it'd probably be cool to make $10,000 more a month. Well, yeah, it'd be cool, but why? So I think it's really fun to dig deep into, people's underlying, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivation.
Oh, yes, I'm talking about indeed. Get that shovel out, y'all. That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. Ask yourself why, y'all. That's right, why. That's right.
There's always more why till you get to it. When you get there, you're like, okay, that's the ultimate why. I found it.
Heck yeah, you'll find Atlantis after all these years. Oh, man. So, speaking of Atlantis, metaphorically speaking, I hear you do 10 sales activities a day. So, any specific reason why you chose 10?
Actually, it's because somebody that I follow that I've learned from, she does 10. And I thought, you know what? I often do that when I'm learning something new. I'm like, I'm going to apply it exactly as I've been taught. And then from there, I can, keep the parts and pieces that work for me and leave the rest. So I did that as just kind of a challenge. Like, okay, here's this person I see who's doing what I want to do, and it seems to be working for them. So I'll take that on board and give it a try. Well, it works. So it works. It helps me to reach my goals. And it just kind of, it's a little thing each day that keeps me motivated. Like, can I get to 10? It's kind of just a fun challenge. Lots of days I don't get to 10, but if I wasn't trying to get to 10, I might do nothing. I might do one or two things and be like, okay, I did some stuff. And most of us can do quite a bit more in a day than we give ourselves credit for. So it's just kind of an ongoing, like, it's on my list every day, 10 sales activities. And then I'll kind of brainstorm like, okay, well, but what 10 sales activities do I want to do today? And that's when I kind of tap into my energy. Like, some days I'm all bubbly and I'm feeling great and I'll make some reels for Instagram, and other days, I'm not feeling it. So then I might work on updating some sales pages or something that's more behind the scenes, but will still create money at some point. So there's all different, people say 10 sales activities, they think that's like showing up and maybe posting on social media 10 times. And it's not at all. I have a big variety, of things to choose from based on what's going on. And certainly I usually email my list, and do a little bit of social media, but yeah, it's kind of a fun way to just keep myself in forward motion.
So downward dog all day, all the yoga poses for no reason. That's right, indeed. That's right. Oh man. So I'm glad you mentioned that it goes beyond social media. So any of them that you do that you mind sharing with others that you want to inform about if they want to get out the screen and maybe go outside a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Especially for anybody with a local business, you know, join your local networking groups, take advantage of all of the benefits that you're offered when you join, go to stuff in your community, connect with people just like we're doing right now, making a new connection. Um, even, even sometimes doing some planning in a notebook. It's nice to get away from the screen. And that's often how, if I have a new idea for a new product or program, I just take my notebook and I just kind of get it all down on paper. And that to me would count as a sales activity. Writing a sales page for a new program would definitely count as a sales activity. Checking on and tweaking my paid ads. I'm always looking at, where I can kind of shortcut things. I'm a fan of paying for some advertising. Why not reach more people and do it efficiently? So yeah, there's just lots of things. One thing I recommend people do about every 3 to 6 months, check all your profiles, make sure everything's up to date. Things change so quickly and you could have broken links everywhere. So just depends on how I feel. And then of course, one thing I absolutely love to do is, since I've been doing these sales activities for so long, I have an incredible amount of content built up. So then, I could go in and recycle and reuse some stuff. So definitely, if I could do anything over again, it would be to somehow have organized my content over the past 9 years, because I'm going back and trying to, find some of that great content that I created years and years and years ago, because I could repurpose it and save myself some time and energy now.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Indeed, that time and energy. Oh, that's right, indeed. Saving that time and energy. 9 years of all that fabulous content. Yeah, and you're right about the broken links part, especially in this world of podcasting with the pod fading. It's like, hey, click on the link. Hey, there's an interview I did. Oh, I guess there's not an interview I did. And it's like, crap. Like, just because you
Yeah.
want to quit doesn't mean I want to quit. Like, where'd my episode go?
That you change one little thing and you don't realize, oh gosh, I have to update that like 20 different places.
Yeah, exactly. And then you occasionally get one of those spam emails from a person like, hey, fix your Instagram profile. Hey, I found a broken link on your website. You can
Yeah.
use this tool. Blah. Like, all right, cool. Thanks.
It's never ending. I even get texts all day long, spam texts.
Oh yeah, that's the wave that I'm not a fan of. Like that's probably one of my most, well, I wouldn't say despise, but it's one of the things I'm not a fan of. It's the folks who put RE with the colon in the email, like you responded to them. That I'm
Mhm.
seeing less of that now. That's one of the things I'm not a fan of. And the other thing is the text messages. It's like, man, like really, email ain't
Yeah.
enough for you, huh? You have to
No, I
really
do
get me,
not.
don't you?
I do not want to lose 10 pounds in 2 days. Thank you very much.
Hey, but hey, you want to read 10 books in like 10 months? I got 6 for you. Let me stop. That's right. Be like, hey, I got some books for you. They can help you. They, like they can help you lose weight by decluttering your house and your schedule. Oh my goodness! And if I'm not mistaken, with all the stuff that you do, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're also into feng shui, right?
I am. Yes, I love my feng shui, and decluttering just makes life so much easier. And one thing I like about feng shui is in feng shui, you have 9 areas of your home and they represent different areas of your life. So it's just a good way to kind of think through each area of your life and what qualities you want to have in it, and just kind of take a look, at what's going on in that area of your home. What's it saying to you? So I look at feng shui, it's kind of like turning your whole home into like a vision board for your life. And once like, oh, my living room represents my family area, well, are you going to let that be where you store 20 pairs of shoes? No, because you know what it represents. So yeah, I like feng shui. I like the way it just kind of gives you a new and different way of looking at things, and of realizing the effect that your environment has on your mindset, your energy, how you see the world, how you see yourself. It's very, very interesting.
Interesting indeed. And what led you to feng shui? Did you just go to a seminar, or did someone use some chloroform on you and you woke up in a feng shui event? Like, how the like, what happened?
Well, I've always kind of been interested in it. I think when you go to massage school, people are kind of into all that kind of woo-woo stuff. So I've always read books about it. Since I was in my 20s, and I kept trying to apply everything in these books to my house. And I got pretty good at decluttering, and I would apply all this stuff to my house, and I was like, it sometimes works, and it sometimes feels like it doesn't work. And then I just saw some stuff online about classical feng shui, which is, there's just different versions of feng shui out there. And I thought, I've always been interested in this, making some extra money now with my online business. I'm going to invest in this class and learn more about feng shui. And I feng shuied my previous house that we'd been trying to sell for a few years. And within like 3 months, we found a new house in a new town, have that house under contract, and we were able to move. And I was like, all right, I'm sold. Seems like it works. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it definitely seems like it worked. I think it just works on so many different levels, whether it's a placebo effect or not. If it works, it works. I'm happy.
I got you. I got you. So all the experimentation, all the curiosity, interest, indeed. So my goodness. So with all this knowledge that you've gained and being a fempreneur, like with entrepreneurship journeys, there's going to be some failures, aka learning experiences along the way. So what would you consider your greatest failure in business? Heck, it could even be in life, that actually led to one of your biggest wins slash success.
Well, I've definitely had quite a few failures. I mean, my first 2 massage businesses failed. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to gain customers. So I had two pretty big failures there, but that led me to realizing, where the gaps were in my knowledge and my education. And so when I got the opportunity once again to go into business for myself, I just really was like, okay, well, this is it. I'm not failing a third time. And I jumped into just learning about marketing and trying different things. And And then on that journey, there were failures. Oh my gosh, I did a television ad at one point. This was in the early 2000s. And first of all, it was like the world's worst ad because we were all just like deer in headlights on these cameras. None of us had ever been on video before. So it was a terrible ad. And I had completely, I just thought, hey, a lot of my other marketing activities are working. I'm going to go all in on these TV ads. I'm going to go really big. And so I bought the most expensive package. And I think the package I bought was for 6 months or something. And I got one client. But from there, I really learned to go a little more slowly, test things out. Don't put all your eggs in one basket like that. Start with the smallest package, see if it looks like it's going to work. And so, but I also learned over time with marketing is that it does take time. So I always recommend that if you're jumping into a new marketing activity, that you give it at least 3 or 4 months before you say, oh, that doesn't work. Because it only takes one really good client to pay for a lot of marketing. I have a little story I tell about calling back a missed call at my spa. I had just been out in the back eating lunch and I missed a phone call. So I called the number back and, being super professional, I said, hey, did y'all want a massage? And these 2 ladies had been calling from a real estate office and they ended up being clients of my business for like the next 10 years, both of them. So I called out like the $50,000 phone call. And it was just a spontaneous callback that I decided to do. And I didn't, there were times when I might have overthought that, like, oh, well, if they wanted an appointment, they would have left a message and I would have probably overthought it. But I just followed my intuition in that one and called them back. And, they had found us from our little newspaper ad that I just kept going very consistently. So I definitely think in almost everything, consistency is really the key. Just keep going, keep moving forward.
Oh, yeah, keep moving forward, indeed. And it's really powerful what you said there about following your intuition. It seems to be one of the major traits I've noticed with quite a few podcast guests. It's like, all right, follow that intuition, like give them a call back, see what they need, and see, like, oh crap,
Mhm.
it's not a robocall, it's not a spam call. Oh, you want some
Yeah.
business? Like you sell a house and you need like 20 massages? All right, yeah, all right. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. And definitely solid advice too, because it's like, yeah, TV is great. It's amazing. It's still like the holy grail in a way for those who still like the whole terrestrial radio and the TV and all that good stuff. But it's like, doesn't always work. Because that one client, they didn't stay long, did they? I guess they came for the one massage, and that was it.
Yeah, they were just a tourist in from out of town. So, and it's just amazing to compare like the little brochures and flyers that I would print up and put around town practically for free, worked 100 times better than that television ad. So, and then with anything that doesn't work, it's like, well, why didn't it work? Well, there, could be that it wasn't the right audience watching that channel. It was on this kind of channel that was for visitors for the area. It could be that our ad was terrible and it wasn't well done. It didn't make people want to come to our spa. So there's always different things to look at if something's not working. And sometimes you can fix those things and get it working.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
Oh no, go ahead.
I was going to say, I always hear people saying like, yeah, I went to a networking event and I didn't get any clients. Well, Okay, but that's not the point of a networking event. The point of a networking event is to build connections that over time might lead to a referral or a new client. But it's not like, oh, if I go to this, Chamber of Commerce dinner, I'm going to walk out the door with 3 appointments booked. So I really think that having, a good understanding of why we're doing things and managing our expectations is important. Maybe if I'd thought of that TV ad as a branding exercise, maybe I would look at it as more successful. Like, yeah, a lot of people did learn that my brand existed, even if I didn't get a lot of customers from it. But that wasn't my goal with that one.
Heck yeah, that's right indeed. Definitely got to have that marathon mindset indeed, because it's so true. Like, go to networking events, like, hey, you may not get business that day. It may take a few months indeed, maybe 3 to 6 months sometimes, even a year
Mhm.
if you decide to stay consistent indeed. So my goodness, since you've been on these podcasts recently promoting the good work that you're doing and all the good work you're going to be creating in the future, is there a question that you wish you'd be asked more often?
Um, Not really. I can't really think of one.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely want to, one thing I definitely want to share is maybe like how all this works together, marketing, decluttering, all of these things. I just feel like they're all parts and pieces that help us to up level little bits at a time. So, because I feel like, is my business confusing? Well, maybe, but I do think that these are, all parts and pieces that work together for anybody who wants to be successful. If there's some big area of your life that you're not paying attention to, it's going to affect every other area. And one thing that I hear most often for why people are not moving toward their goals or reaching their goals is a lack of time. And so that's why I have my free ebook on my website, which is Decluttering Your Schedule. So that's there if anybody wants to grab it and really have a good look at where your time is going, because time, of course, is our most valuable resource, and most of us waste quite a bit of it. And that doesn't mean we shouldn't ever relax and chill out, but I just think that that should be something that's done intentionally.
Yeah. Yep, indeed, because you're definitely right. Definitely right indeed. Gotta have that rest and relaxation. Famous YouTube sensation actually passed away last week at the time of this recording from overwork. So yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Gotta make time for that rest indeed. So my goodness, so the wonderful book Declutter Your Schedule, and you got a boatload of other books too. But this book in particular, since it's the magical lead magnet goodness. So if that book was a food, what would it be and why?
Book was a food. It would be a nice fresh orange, because it's just going to make you feel really good when you eat it. It's full of good stuff, vitamin C. You're going to see your life in a new way, and you're really going to be able to feel a difference after you read that book and implement it, just like you would if you ate a nice, healthy, fresh orange.
Ah, I see what you did there.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That's right, indeed. She intended the pun and she didn't even know it.
I'm not known for thinking on my feet like that, so I'm pretty proud of that one.
Heck yeah, that's right. It ain't just an orange, y'all. It's the whole tree, y'all. That's right. That's right, indeed. We're going to Florida, baby. If you get this magical book. That's right indeed. That's right indeed. So my goodness, coming down to the magical question that every guest gets to receive, and that is if you're to wake up tomorrow and you are 25 again, but you're still in the year of 2022 with all the experience and knowledge that you've gained over the years, what advice would you give to yourself?
Oh my gosh, save some money. I would definitely save a lot more money. I would start investing at age 25. Because then at age 47, where I am now, my life would look quite different. Um, my daughter actually called me the other day. She got a raise at her job, and she's 24, turning 25 in August. And she said, Mom, I put my whole raise into the 401k plan because I knew I wouldn't miss that money. And I was like, oh, hallelujah. That is my dream come true. My daughter is smarter than me. She's investing in her future. Um, so yeah, so that's definitely what I would do is I would, whatever I was doing, however I was making money, I would um, I would definitely save a lot more.
Oh, mission accomplished, baby. She's like, yeah, I'm mom level 99. She's smarter than me. Job is over.
Right? My work here is done.
She's like, yay, all the wine is mine now. Oh, stop. That's right, indeed. Right, save some pennies, and then them pennies will become nickels, and then you'll have a nickel back indeed. Not the whole music CD though, but don't worry, they'll build up.
Yeah.
They'll build up. You might even have a whole metaphorical Tower of Babel, y'all. That's right. That's right indeed, because they build up brick by brick. In this case, coin by coin. Yes, indeed. Some folks may have seen what I've done there. That's right indeed. The vitamin G of Gael is giving us the vitamin C, y'all. So for those that need that vitamin G, aka you and your fabulous business and your wares, what's the best way for folks to contact you and keep up with all the stuff you're doing?
Yeah, just head over to my website. It is elevate with Gael, Gael, .com, and find any free gifts you want to sign up for, and that will add you to my email list, and you'll be in the loop on everything that I'm doing. And I will warn you, I do email often, but it's with great tips and ideas and thoughts to motivate and inspire you. So it is a take what you need and leave the rest situation with my emails. But I enjoy sharing with people. So I do that almost every day.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, indeed. We're all about that elevation, y'all. So elevate with Gail, indeed. The EWG, y'all. That's right, the EWG. That's right. Elevate with Gail, indeed. Check out all of her magical wares, indeed. We're going to put a link to her site in the show notes so you can keep up with all the good stuff that she's doing. And heck, if she even decides to put pen to paper again and write another book and probably make it twice as big.
I don't know. I'm a real fan of the short book model.
Oh, amen to that. That's right.
That's what I love about, we have so much opportunity now with Kindle books to just be really creative.
There you go. You can kindle that fire of creativity. That's right. Short books. Well, before any more rabbit holes appear out of my head, any parting words before we close up shop, Gail?
No, just thank you so much for having me on your show and making this a fun time and allowing me to share some of my journey and insights and learnings. And I'm sure I'll have many more over the next few years. But yeah, just thanks for having me.
Thanks a bunch for sharing some of your time out of your day to listen to the Going North podcast. I would be really honored if you head over to the website goingnorthpodcast.com and share this episode with someone that you care about. And also, for bonus points, if you like, click on the shop tab on the website and grab some gear, advance others to advance yourself if you haven't already. Have a great rest of your day and keep advancing north to your greatness.